Good grief, it's Saturday morning already. Where on earth does all the time go? Well, we had 11 crosses submitted then, well 10 on mine. So thanks to you guys for sending them in so we can see what everybody's thinking. So we do have a cluster. Look, around that sort of corner there. I said they'd all be in that sort of large, how could they not be in that large triangle? There's a cluster there, so we've got 11 crosses, cluster of 7. And then there's 4 sort of on the outskirts. And I think they're all valid. I certainly think every one of those crosses, even the ones on the outside, is a judge could go there. So I think that'll help towards our average. But bear in mind, I say this regularly, the average isn't the important thing here. It's sort of irrelevant. It's what's the important thing to me is what's other people thinking about how they're interpreting the picture. So the majority seem to think it's in that cluster in the middle there. And then, but I think the ones, that one on the left, the top one, the bottom one, I think that's the extremes to where the judge will go. So I think that makes sense. So I'm going to draw some lines. I'm actually going to move mine, having looked at this morning. So if we go to the furthest one on the left from him, and furthest one on the right, and the same from Diego across there and up there. I'm not going to draw one from this guy on the right because I'm not sure what he's doing. He's a bit further away, he's looking over their heads, so I'm going to leave him out of it for a minute. But yeah, quite a reasonably wide-ish spread there, but only from the odd sort of 1 or 2. If you took the 4 ones that are slightly outside the cluster out, look how tight that cluster of 7 would be. Yeah, you can see that other cross lit up there because I've already done the average. So yeah, it's a good cluster there. So where's my first one then that I've done in a week? I'm not sure if you can see a flash in there. I'm moving my cursor back and forth over my ticket so it makes it flash. I think I'm going to go slightly further to the left than where I was when I put this first cross on there on Tuesday. I'm going to bring it more into the middle of this cluster, because not because the cluster's there, but because I've looked at this guy this morning and I think he's looking a bit further to the left. And is also his head is turned slightly to his right a bit, so I think it now if the judges will pick up on that or not I don't know, but his head is turned into his right slightly, so I think it's going to be further left than where I'd gone. And when I look at the Mexican, he looks as though he's looking a bit further to his right, which is our left, than where I've gone. So I'm tempted to move mine further over to the left. Height-wise, I'm not sure. I'll move it over to the left a bit first and then see if it still looks right. If not, if anything, I'll possibly bring it down slightly. I don't know. But yeah, what I'm going to do then, I'll take these out. I'll put some other lines in so we can see where that winning average, where the average coordinate is. It's 2020 12 66. So let me draw some white lines through there. Here we are. We can see where the average cross is there, right in the middle. It doesn't show up unless I put the cursor over it. I've drawn those white lines through it. So mine is yes, a little bit higher and further to the right. I was going to say slightly to the right, but that's probably about 50-60 pixels away, as they always are on a picture. We could be it can look close on the picture and it'd be the difference between zone 1 and zone 3. So yeah, that's what I am, and I think I am going to come further left. Like I said, not because of the average we've got here, but because I think it could be. I think I've gone a little bit too far to the right there, so I'm going to come over slightly to the left. Now, as far as the judges are concerned, we know from past experience every week that there's likely to be one on this bar on the right, one on a crossbar on the top. As long as the sort of winning average comes round in the same area, we're okay. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this week. But yeah, it's good to see that there's a cluster there, and most people are sort of generally thinking the same thing. It's going to be that sort of area. Right, let's have a look at Revcomps. What have I got for Monday? Well, I've only gone for 2 of them for Monday. This one, because it's a cash alternative, there's Audi RSQ8, 70 grand cash, could do with that. How's this selling? This £200 a ticket Porsche, 34% sold. Okay, that'll sell out. They always do. The expensive ones always sell out. Probably be the first one to sell out too. The only other one I've gone for Monday is this Audi RS3 launch edition, because it comes with 10 grand. I'd like to have that for a month. When I looked up the value of what these launch editions were selling for, they're selling on Auto Trader for about 46, 47 grand. There's no way I want a car parked outside the door that's worth about 45, 46 grand that I'm using to go back and forth to work twice a week. That's a huge amount of money just tied up doing very little. So I'd probably insure that for a month, because you can get short-term insurance to cover you for a day or a week or a month. Temp cover is one of them. So that's what I do. I think I'd insure it for a month. I'd put it straight up for sale. I'd enjoy it for a month while it was up for sale, and then it would go and that money be in the bank. And then they're doing a different thing next Thursday. Let me scroll down to that. Thursday's draw, they're bundling them all into this one big live draw. Let me just click on a different tab. So what they've done is, now I don't know how regular they're going to do this, whether it's once a week or whether this is going to be the new format, I don't know. It can't be a one-off, because they've called it multi-win live draw, 6 winners, number 1. So whether they're going to do this now and again or not, or whether it's going to be a regular thing, I don't know. They never communicate things like this. They might have mentioned it on the live stream, but if you don't watch that, you wouldn't know. But the gist with this is, you buy a ticket, and the ticket's got 6 chances to win. So there's a first prize, second prize, third prize, fourth prize, and it does explain it further down. I got 3 tickets on it for the first week to try it out. So when we go further down there, what it says is there's 6 vehicles as detailed below. Each ticket you buy has got 6 chances to win. So the first prize is a Maserati, which you can take the car, or you can take the £130 cash alternative. Then it goes on to the next prize. So your ticket counts for all 6 vehicles. Now I've got 3 tickets, which means out of the 6 vehicles in the draw, those 3 tickets, I've got a chance to win any one of those vehicles. And they explain here, 1 ticket is 6 chances to win, 10 tickets, 60 chances to win, and so on. So that would be 10 tickets on each vehicle. So it's counted as all one draw. There's a couple of downsides to that for me, in that if you can't, the odds are all in one. So it's 99,999 tickets. You can't pick an individual car with individual odds, if you know what I mean. So I can't buy a ticket in this draw for the camper van. I can only buy a ticket for the whole draw. So, and the odds will be on every vehicle, every draw in that draw will be 99,000. So you're stuck with sort of high odds on every vehicle, and you can't pick your vehicle. So that's the downside for me. Is that you might think, well, the only one I want to play for is this camper van. I don't want the others. I mean, nobody's going to turn it down, will they? You say, oh, you've just won this Mercedes estate. Yeah, I didn't want that one, the camper van. Keep it. You're still going to take the car, and you're still going to sell it. But the point I'm making is, a lot of people, I expect, like myself, would just want to play for a particular car at lower odds. So the camper van, for example, might have been £7 or £8 a ticket at 9,999 tickets. Well, you can't do that in this draw. The whole thing is practically 100,000 tickets. But you are on each vehicle, so you don't win the camper van. Your tickets then go towards the next draw and the next draw and the next draw. I might not be making sense here, but I know what I mean. I would suggest go and have a look at the site and work it out for yourself. But I'll give it a try, and the fact that they've called it number one, I'm just assuming that they're going to do it on a regular basis. And then there's bonus draws then off that. There's 100 winners. So of all those that entered into that draw, when that draw finishes, those same names go into the bonus draw, and there's 100 winners then of like laptops, TVs, hair straighteners, which is no good for you, baldies, kettles, gaming computers, phones. So yeah, I am gonna watch this. Well, I don't usually watch the live draw, but I will watch it this week, because obviously, like I said, I bought 3 tickets. So in effect, I've got 3 tickets on each car in that draw. But the odds are high. But I think it's a good idea if perhaps you only buy, 1 ticket. Because even though the odds are high, if you just bought 1 ticket for like £6 or whatever it is now, £5.90 something, then you've got a chance on all 6 vehicles for that 1 ticket. So, worth a try, innit? Right, let's jump back to the other tab. Bike night, they had a bike night on Wednesday, and this is probably why they split it up and took all the bikes out of the main draws, so they were lining up ready for this this all-in-one sort of multi-win draw, so they could take the bikes out and do them on a separate night. Auto draws, they're always the ones I like. So I'm not on this Jeep yet. That ends today. I probably won't. I'm not on the van either. Now I'm looking for a chunk of money, or I'm looking for a cheap-to-run commuter back and forth to the office. So I have got some on this Hyundai i20 Play, which ends tomorrow, because they were cheap, £1.50 a ticket. I've also got a couple on this Polo 1 litre automatic. Nice one for you, Kev. This is the one that's caught my eye. This BMW 220 M Sport 2016. So it's 9 years old, but it'll be mint. When I looked up the specs for this on Parker's, I thought, oh, I like the look of that, and it really looks a nice car. I thought, how cheap is that to run? And it was £20 a year road tax, because it was before the 2017 road tax changes. So it's £20 a year tax, and the claimed miles per gallon was 65 to the gallon, and yet the 0 to 60 was 6.8, and I thought, oh, that'd be a cracking little car. So I've got 3 tickets on that, and I'm probably going to buy some more, because I really want that car. Not sure what to do about this one. It's got high odds here. There is a cash alternative, but it's got high odds. And this popped up this morning. Again, £60,000 cash alternative, but 50,000 tickets as well. So it tends to put me off a bit. But definitely these commuters, this Hyundai and this Polo and this, I was tempted to max out on this BMW, because it's only 6,999 tickets, and the maximum you can buy is 10. So I am tempted. I haven't got around to it yet. I haven't had the guts to do it, but I am tempted to max out on it. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for submitting coordinates, guys. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and good luck on Tuesday. Let's hope Christian visits one of us.